Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku.co daily FX market review for the trading day ending Thursday, April 9th. We're to the Euro US dollar, and here today we've seen selling coming into the market. Very strong selling. This small black body candle is the one we're analysing. And this candle has seen the sellers strong enough to take out the 107.60 level of previous support and resistance. It acted as support for the previous day's trading. The sellers coming into the market strongly, closing with control, showing very strong commitment, good net momentum to the downside, and importantly the market finding resistance for the day at the high at the Kijun-sen indicator. And for the second consecutive trading day, the Kijun-sen has acted as resistance for this market. There is a very good possibility of the market continuing to sell off, and we do have a target down here at the next support level around 104.14. With the market closing in a bearish manner down below both the Kijun-sen and the Tenkan-sen, it suggests that we still have a bearish bias in all three timeframes in this market, and does support the market trading to lower levels. One thing to watch for would be the market taking out the low of this current candle, which at the moment trades at 106.36, and if we see the sellers approach that area and breach that area in a strong bearish manner, we certainly could see the market testing to significantly lower levels. Looking over here at the Chiká span, that is still below the corresponding price action, so that's confirming the negativity in this market. And looking bigger picture here, we saw something of a pattern that formed, and the patterns have been working well with the Euro US dollar. Here previously we saw a wedge type pattern, and here we have another wedge that's formed, and the close down below the bottom barrier for the prior day's trading to today, and the strong follow through here today confirming this breakout and confirming the strength of the sellers, and suggesting that there is a good opportunity here for the sellers to test to a target. Now with a wedge, the target is the depth of the move into the pattern, the trending move into the pattern projected down, so it certainly does provide a significant target down below the 104.14 level, but that area there and just above at the previous swing low around 104.56, 104.60 approximately is going to be a potentially significant area of support and may hold up the market. Looking at the Fibonacci retracement technique, and we see the market today breaching through the 100% level in a bearish manner, and it does suggest that if the sellers continue strongly in this market, there's every likelihood that they could test down to the 161.8% level, which is 105.12, and very close to the swing lows from these candles where we saw some previous upside price rejection and some strong price rejection. And the Fibonacci projection technique or Fibonacci extension technique does have a similar target in a down around that area, close to those swing lows, the 161.8% level after the 100% level has been breached in a bearish manner, is the one we're watching at 104.86. Now just looking at the bands here with the Euro US dollar, and we see the market still trading just within the band, suggesting that we don't have any clear-cut direction in this market. We've seen previous strong downtrending price action, the market then attempting to transition into an uptrending phase by breaching the upper band. No follow-through, so we didn't see the strong bullish follow-through that we like to see, with the market finding resistance at the 110 level. The sellers then coming in and finding support just around that lower band for today's trading. We also see the bands squeezing together, and this means that the market is setting up for a trending move. Now, whether the trending move will be to the upside or the downside will depend on the breakout in either direction, above or below the band. So if it's below, then we want to see a strong bearish breakout and then strong bearish follow through. So the market may be setting up for that, but at the moment we don't see any clear direction here, with a breakout down below that lower band, with the lower band holding as fairly strong support. With the new session, we've seen the market open down below the lower band, and we're seeing some resistance coming in at that lower band, so that's an area to watch, and it trades at 106.85 at the moment. And but what we want to see to confirm perhaps the beginning of a new bearish medium-term bias in this market would be a strong bearish close down below that lower band. Now moving to the hourly charts for the Euro US dollar, and here we see very significant downtrending price action down below the Ichimoku cloud. So the overall bias here in that longer term time frame is negative, and it is suggesting there's a good possibility of the Euro US dollar continuing to trend to lower levels. We also see the market trading down below the Kijun-sen indicator, and we have been for quite some time. For only a few hours in the last couple of days has the market been trading up above the Kijun-sen, and when it did so, it did so in a very indecisive manner, and then we saw a strong bearish breakout to the downside. That is going to be a very important indicator for the Euro US dollar. If we see strong bullish activity up above there, which trades at 107.12, we then could see it could be a significant change in bias in this market in the medium term time frame, and we could see the market begin to trade to higher levels. But at the moment, we're still trading down below that area. With today's price action, we've seen Euro US dollar open below the middle pivot point level, suggesting that we could continue to have a downside bias. The middle pivot point level is down below the previous, suggesting that the trend here is certainly down, and we will be watching for the market to test down to the first pivot point support level at the 106 level. The issue here is going to be the Tenkan-sen indicator, and we have seen the market now trade up above the Tenkan-sen, which trades at 106.60 for the last 3 hours, and it has done so in a very moderate way with very small white-bodied candles. So that is going to be an important area, and if we do see selling coming in, we'll be watching that area to hold as potential support. But if we do see a strong bearish close down below there, which to my thinking we certainly could see, we then could see the market testing down to that first pivot point support level at 106.60 or 106, sorry, quite quickly. As I've mentioned, if the market doesn't find resistance at the middle pivot point level at 106.94, we could see some very strong resistance coming in at the Kijun-sen at 107.12.